Three sinewy men in black footy shorts, singlets and blundstones unloaded from a truck what few possessions I hadn't either given away or sold in my haste to leave Melbourne. The truck was parked half on the clipped verge of a narrow crescent, canopied by mature exotic oaks in full luscious foliage. We were out front of a block of copybook neat apartments in Kingston, a suburb in Canberra's inner south that I'd been assured, wrongly, was lively enough to provide me with the inner city Melbourne trappings to which I was accustomed. "Excuse me, gentlemen, but you can't park your lorry there," said a man of a certain age, who I would later appreciate wore the standard garb of the retired Canberra public servant of that era: pastel polo shirt, pressed fawn slacks and loafers. "It's a public space, and besides, the wheels will ruin the lawn." Fawn slacks was doing nothing to provide an auspicious start to my new beginning. I was already an apostle of the cliche that this was an unfeeling, fabricated faux city, a country town with a hyperinflated sense of being that was peopled by constipated bureaucrats who obsequiously served politicians who themselves couldn't stand the place. To my mind, Canberra was poisoned by politics. It was not of real Australia, but existed to do things to it. My family had already been well and truly Canberra'd. I was ready to tell the boys to take my stuff home to Melbourne. That evening I went to the local supermarket. John Gorton, Australia's 19th Prime Minister, stood at the cash register before me, purchasing a flagon of cream sherry. He shuffled out on his walking stick and got into a Commonwealth car. Might be interesting after all, I thought.
In your eyes, what is the story of Canberra?
The story of Canberra, I say, is an accidental miracle. It's a city that grew and thrived and continues to thrive absolutely against the odds. It's had politics against it from the start, which is kind of ironic given that politics actually defines this place in the Australian public consciousness, if you like. This place rose despite the politicians who never really wanted it here or anywhere except either Sydney or Melbourne. So it's a story of an unlikely success and a place that has grown uniquely, unlike any other city in Australia, I think.
You've been around on, promoting your book around Australia, doing all sorts of interviews with different people. What sort of reaction have you had outside of Canberra to the book?
I'm really surprised that it's been incredibly positive. I expected to get a few more barbs, but every time I've sat down to talk about it, I've been amazed at how many people have actually lived here and have really fond memories of it. I think Canberra it's obviously a place where a lot of people come for postings and don't stay. And I've been surprised at how many of those people take away, some fond memories of it. And now that they've settled somewhere else, I often hear, geez, I wish I was back in Canberra because life's so easy there. It's so good now that I've got kids. But it's too late, I can't do that. So no, it's been very positive.